let's go check on Jim. Jim is, like, going through a lot more than he already was. Trilby can relate. He can empathize. Hey, Jim. Oh, he left those with you. We're incredibly intelligent individuals. Don't worry, Jim. We got you covered, buddy. How are you feeling, man? Yeah. What happened last night? Hmm. A bit later, by that, an entire day. Yeah. Jim decided to clean up. He touched the idol. No, Jim. You didn't. See you later, Jim. Try to tell him to take it easy, but what the fuck ever, right? So, in our inventory now, we have a welding mask. We have all the accoutrements of the outfit. Yeah, that's good. We just carry these around. I'm sure Simone won't be worried more so than what she already is. The apron and then the machete, which is absolutely coated in crimson. Great. Let's go to the library. Is there anything here in this research that would help? No. Let's try the occult books again. Summon angry spirits. What do we got? The arts of black magic and necromancy. Appeal into my sensibilities. I am the gentleman necromancer. Murderous wraiths are nigh indestructible when they can hop from body to body. But tying them down to their old bodies returns them to partial mortality, a state in which they can be destroyed. Simply enough, place the spirit's original body in a place of fire and death, return it its old clothes, then read aloud the following passage, omitting nothing. There's just a load of magic gobbledygook here. When I run to read it out, I should use this book on myself. Warning. The summoning of a wraith will often bring forth other unquiet spirits who will haunt those who hold their possessions. Okay. That's great. So, we need to find the stairs, which means we need to find this corpse. Take these scissors that are just sitting here. Yeah. We need to find the corpse of the unnamed DeFoe. That we can... Hold on, lost my train of thought. So, yeah, we need to find his body so that we can perform that ritual. We know another ritual that we can use to find his body. We'll get to that in a moment. First, we'll have this awkward conversation where she has to rotate her head. How you holding up? Understandable. Don't ask her what the hell you're supposed to be doing. Okay, yeah. Alright. Let's go to the salt. Completely absent now. Hey, Philip, keeping you with the salt. All is as it should be. Imagine he's justified salty, though, on account of him being dead now. Alright. We have a mask. We have a stick thing. We need some string, though. So if we use the scissors on the apron, we get ourselves a thin string. And then we use the apron with the welder mask. We got a mask with a strip, and if we use that strip with a machete, we have this macabre contraption. And then if we use that macabre contraption with the salt, we have a salty mask machete, which is not working properly, of course. Let's go to where we know this unnamed Defoe slept. Okay. Understandably, it's going to say up, so let's go up. Make it a judgment call. Probably not buried outside. As a matter of fact, it's telling me to keep going upwards. Now what? To the right. You recall the bathroom scene where there was that body immersed in blood, yanked Trilby into the tub, father written on the wall. Yeah, the southwest, huh? Go to the southwest. Damn interface. Pointing straight down, so now we have the tiles here. But he can't get those out with his bare hands. So, let's use the scissors on this whole crazy contraption. Now we can have the machete to leverage on the tiles. Act as a fulcrum for our strength. That's his body. Trilby's such a damn expert that he should be on bones. The final resting place of Roderick DeFoe's murderous younger son. After killing his father and brother, he must have been able to stagger all the way up here before dying from his wounds. And the servants / future inheritors chose to put his body here in this bathroom, where he fell. Well, all the same, we have it now. This oddly deformed body. I imagine it would be, and not necessarily from any birth defects, but just due to the extreme malnutrition and sunlight deprivation on account of having been stuck in that damn basement for years. I'm not knowledgeable enough to know offhand the long-term ramifications of such a horrible thing. Quite frankly, I don't want to look it up or really contemplate it more than I already am, so I'm going to awkwardly transition away from this conversation topic, and I would encourage you, the viewers, to instead reflect on this television. Over the last couple of hours, a large number of police cars have gathered around the mansion grounds. I'm not exactly sure what the official position is. I have heard reference to a hiker hearing suspicious noises coming from the mansion over the last couple of nights. What's happening there now, Peter? Well, since I arrived here, there have been 3 attempts to break down the front doors, all unsuccessful. I understand the authorities are still waiting to hear word from the office about getting hold of this mysteriously absent key. DeFoe Manor is, of course, reported to be the last known location of missing newsreader Simone Taylor. Our room of fire and death. It's the floor. Let's put these remains down here. Guess they would count this as a room, or this would count as a room of fire and death. All I could find of the ghost old body effectively, well, preserved well enough for Trilby to carry without it crumbling further apart, perhaps the strength of the spirit. And now for this ominous track. We shall give this body the vestments that it possessed briefly in his tragic life. The mask already got kicked down there, and it looks like the blade did too. I mean, it really seems stupid, but it's necessary. Why you would want to give the vengeful spirit the machete, just, you know. Simone? It's time. Meet me in the trophy room. I have a plan. As the large group of police gathers outside, swarms around the surrounding environs, Trilby could be, hopping out of the frying pan into the fire, or out of one hell into another. You'd probably prefer that hell with the police. Really. The blue coats. Jim, we need you. I have a plan. We can enjoy the build-up, the finality. Police, help me! Still locked tight. Alright, it's gonna be a magic ritual, so we should probably save the game. We're not an expert practitioner of magic. It seems reasonable. We got Jim, we got Simone, we have the remains. That damn idol over there. What's remaining in our equipment? The scissors, lockpick, black magic book, a normal white magic book, and that teddy. Well, the black magic book warned that other unquiet spirits would appear and will haunt those who hold their possessions. This teddy apparently has lingered in this house this entire time, remaining as intact as it has remained. Was once Matthew's. We shall give this to Jim. Hold on to the teddy. Keep it safe. You'll never love anyone as much as he loves you. And then in this room of fire and death, Simone, you shall be the bearer of the rifle. I'll find a place to put it down in her tender arms. Yes? In this night and in this hour I call upon the sacred power. In this hall of death and by the light of Prometheus' gift, I call thee. I bring thee gifts that may tempt thee back. I bring thee thy helm, that thy would be masked. I bring thee thy armor, that thy would be clothed. I bring thee thy sword, that thy would be armed. Come. 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 Jesus Christ! What now? Trilby, what? You! I knew you were evil from the moment you came into this world, demon child! May God forgive me for having a part in your creation. Why did you kill me, brother? I helped you when you were injured. I bandaged you when our father made his mistake. No mistake, young one. Now do you see why I tried to keep you away from this creature? It has no understanding of human ways. You're wrong, father. And if you had even given him a chance to be normal. Cease your prattling, Matthew. It's time to put an end to the horror I unleashed. What are you doing, father? Father, no! Father! Father! I think now would be a good time to take our leave. Miss Taylor, over here. What the hell's been going on in there? We've been trying to get in there for hours, then suddenly the place catches fire, the doors burst open, and you two... Us two? Where's Trilby? I thought he was right behind us. You're saying there's someone else in there? Trilby! Trilby! Wait a second. Trilby the cat burglar? Yes! Get someone in there, he could be in trouble! Maybe the ghost got him. Ghost? I think we better get you two down to the station. But Trilby! The fire brigade will find him if he's there. In the meantime, if you'd like to step this way into the horde of policemen not depicted on the screen. Death, of course, comes to us all. It came to Sir Roderick DeFoe and his youngest son in the shape of each other. Was destroying the ghost the right thing to do? It was acting like any other dumb animal. Oh well. I guess he and his family will have plenty of time to discuss it, wherever they are. As for me, well, I have no complaints. I've lived a life many would consider out of the ordinary. And I have only one regret. Leaving Simone and Jim to explain it all to the police. That was hardly gentlemanly conduct for a gentleman thief. But I'm sure they'd understand that rushing out into a field full of police officers wouldn't have been a good idea. It's going to be a long walk home, and I have some important matters to attend to. Filing insurance on my car. I have to track down my fence for one thing. I have to punch him very hard in the face. That's 5 Days a Stranger, everyone. Get a Garrett vibe from Trilby throughout the course of the game. I don't know if I felt that way the first time I ran through this game, and the others too. Definitely felt that way, though, over the course of this revisit. Yeah, 5 Days a Stranger holds up. It's short, enjoyable. Certainly nothing simple about this heist. Trilby leaves not with any material wealth, unless he had that hidden at the end. Good on the Master Thief, though, for finding a way past the swarms of police, who are probably too damn focused on the Inferno, sweeping the manor, and Simone and Jim, who, are really left in a bad spot, huh? Those two, have to explain everything, or try to. Jim, he can hide behind the fact that he's not even 16 yet. Given a pass for things. And his parents, when they hear about it, might have some choice words, and the boarding school might also have some choice words, but that's not compared to what judgment Simone might face. But, not Trilby's problem, as he noted. Not a very gentlemanly thing to do, but fuck him. This is pretty fun. I like this revisit. Good stuff. Hopefully you understand why I would do the entire series of games, though, if I just had it be 5 Days a Stranger. Well, for starters, a very short revisit, and also questions. Tantalizing thoughts. Musings. Not musings, just musings. A fucked up situation all around. I was wondering whether I would put this interview in a separate video, but I think I'll tie it in right here at the end. Welcome back to the Simone Taylor interview. My next guest is amateur game designer Yahtzee, who's joining me here in the DeFoe Manor Lounge to talk about 5 Days a Stranger. Unfortunately, Yahtzee couldn't be with us in person tonight, but we have been able to channel his spirit through an adolescent border collie. Yahtzee, welcome. Nice to be here. So, 5 Days a Stranger. Winner of 5 AGS Awards, nominated for DIY Games Game of the Year. Where did it all begin? Well, Simone, the idea first came to me while playing a hentai game called Nocturnal Illusion. I found myself... Whoa, slow down. Hentai game? Yes. As in Japanese cartoon porn? Look, we can't control where inspiration strikes from. It was just the concept of isolation in a mysterious house that got me thinking if... Exactly how closely did you intend to follow your source material? Were you planning some kind of gangbang scene at any point? I don't really think this is relevant. I was the only woman in this game. I will not be able to sleep at night until I learn the answer to this question. No, I wasn't planning a gangbang scene. Thank you, that's all I wanted to know. So you were playing a hentai game, and after you'd finished wanking... Look, I object to this style of questioning. You're getting fixated on the hentai game thing when it was one of several influences. Okay, so how much porn did you need before you could start on the game? That's it, this interview's over. Aren't you going to storm out? It's kind of embarrassing. I kind of couldn't be arsed to make walking sprites for this dog. That's been your problem all over, hasn't it? You have these visions of games and you just can't be arsed to put all the necessary effort in. I don't understand your attitude, Simone. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't even have been in this game. Oh, and I'm supposed to thank you for that, am I? You could have at least drawn us some damn food. Maniac Mansion had food. I lost 2 stone while I was stuck in here. I explained this in the commentary that Grimith didn't play. God, you're pathetic. And it becomes even more pathetic when you realize you're writing all of my dialogue and I'm still insulting you. Hey, yeah, I am the omnipotent master of this realm. Shazam! You bastard! You turned me into an adolescent border collie as well! To be precise, a female adolescent border collie in heat. Let's shag! Did you remember to draw shagging dog sprites? Oh. And there you have it. 5 Days a Stranger. See you all in the next one. 7 Days a Skeptic.